Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Knitique here in Elk Grove, California, and KnitiqueYarns.com coming to you live. I'm back.
And she's perky.
Not really. My stomach's a little upset. So besides that, I'm happy to be back though. I always miss the store. You guys know that most people know, I did a retreat with my sister that I do every year. It's 5 nights, 4 days at the most beautiful location in Auburn. And just a little heads up, I did actually book dates to do a Knitique local retreat in April. So stay tuned for more information on that. And then I went to Vegas. I shopped till I dropped. It was fun. There was lots of fun things. So good morning, good morning. Hey, Roxanne. Hi, Natalie. You guys will start to see stuff. I did bring some stuff home, some stuff already shipped. It was just fun and chaotic and nice. So I can't wait to show everyone what I got. I will be going live again on Tuesday and Wednesday for Knit Sip and Book with Boss Lady. Just a reminder, if I am not in town, we are not doing it just because my team already is making up for one person being out of the office. It definitely makes it a little bit harder to do that too amongst all the other stuff.
Inevitably, it's just like must be an unwritten rule. Inevitably, at 3 o'clock, the phone rings, three people walk in the door. It's like, yeah, there's no video. There's no time for video. I can't.
Thank you, Maria. This is lazy hair. Because you guys know my hair's crazy, and I'm like, I'd gone to bed with it like this, right? So that it doesn't get all crazy. And I was like, I'm just wearing it. This is Barbie. Kind of like Barbie hair, right?
If I did that with my hair, I would have a fold at that point. Like I would have a crimp if I tied my hair up like that and slept on it.
Oh,
Like
I mean, mine probably does, but it's curly, so you can't see it, right?
Yeah. Mine is like, hey, you folded this piece of paper in half. Can't you tell?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, crazy, crazy. I'm always grateful for my curly hair because I have been losing hair like nobody's business, like handfuls in the shower. And I was like, thank goodness for curly hair because it doesn't look like it. Bev, that's what you do when you put it in a pony. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of wearing it up. I call it a pineapple-ing your hair. So a lot of times I'll put it like right here so then my hair's not fuzzy in the morning because I don't wash my hair maybe twice a week. That's it. Because it wrecks curly hair. If you have dry hair, it just wrecks it, washing it so much. Ooh, Dead Massa. Oh, so sad about the storms. And you get a day off. I love that.
Happy snow day.
Right. Happy storm day. Oh my gosh, hopefully it's not what we got because goodness, it was bad, bad, bad.
Well, not really here.
No, but
Southern California.
Flying out, my flight was canceled, then reiterated, then back, then forward. It was crazy. I was at the airport for about 4 hours trying to catch a flight out to Vegas. Nolan's flight was canceled. That's my youngest son. He was going to fly in. And then when we got to Vegas, there was standing water everywhere, and people are like holding onto the fence trying to get around it. Not me. I just took my shoes off and I walked through it. I'm like, my feet have been in worse things, right? If you've ever been in a lake, that's gross. But, ooh, peach cake. Anyway, Vegas, they got a lot of water. It wasn't under floods. Like there was so much drama about it. They're built to have these areas that the water goes to. And then there's people out there literally pushing the water into the drains that it got held up. So I don't know. I had a great time. I actually really like Vegas. I didn't gamble one penny. I don't think I even really shopped. Had a couple good meals and I relaxed. Well, not really relaxed. I had some of my kids were there, so relaxed a little, I will say. But I'm excited. We're getting closer to the grand prize drawing. Just a little sneak peek / Anna's wearing her cashmere sweater, that you could do with one if you didn't care about the sleeves. This is my thought, right? With the sleeves,
I could have
you
stopped
divide,
the yarn.
yes, stop the body, do a little bit of the sleeve, and then continue on if it's in the right spot. So you guys will get to see Anna's beautiful sweater. So just to tell you a little bit about our monthly grand prize, we try and have a variety of things. I love this one. We have a beautiful skein of Cashmere Ombre 2-ply. It is Italian cashmere, 2 thin strands plied together. Beautiful to work with. Anna, what would you say about the yarn?
I don't want to knit with anything else.
And it's lightweight yet warm.
Yeah, it's like I will not be wearing this all day because it is a very warm sweater, even though it weighs like next to nothing.
Mm-hmm. And you have short sleeves.
Yeah, in the sweater, it feels like it weighs less than it does in the ball. You know, like which
maybe
is weird,
because it's distributed.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it feels like wearing nothing.
Mm-hmm. I know Linda Simpson and I are making a sweater with one skein.
Oh, yes, because I saw her ask you how far you were. Like I saw the comments back and forth.
Yeah, so I'm almost at the divide, but I'll show you also what I kind of took a detour for. I didn't want to travel with it because I feel like your knits kind of get beat up when you're traveling. Mine do because I literally just throw them in my purse. They're not in something delicate. So I knew the cashmere wasn't a good choice for me. So I'm working on, maybe, Susan, can you bring it? It's, I think, in my Simplicity bag. Bring the Simplicity bag. Deb Massa. I found the cutest bag that one of our customers had. I wish I could bring them in. I can't. But if you liked the Barbie movie, they're like Simplicity patterns that look like Barbie. So I bought a couple for my girlfriend. I know. I'm marketing for Simplicity, but my gosh, how cute is that?
We'll try write them an email and be like, you need to.
I know. I already offered.
Offer me a free bag or something.
I just wanted to be able to sell them at the store. So I'll show you what I'm working on. This is a new yarn coming through. That I think we're only waiting on one more thing. This is. I can't even think of the company. This is the company. It is an African company that empowers women. This is Bora Sarah silk that is grown there, hand spun or raised, hand spun, and then it's shipped and they ply it. It is a thick, thin. I think I will be able to do ranunculus out of 4 skeins. That's what I'm going to do it out of. So I'm kind of playing with my numbers. It knits up really big, which I love. I think I'm 4 stitches. I need to check it before I divide. And the weird thing is, every size casts on the same number, and where it changes sizes is when you divide for the sleeves. Like if you're smaller, you get bigger sleeves, right? And then the body parts. The smallest size is a 44.
Interesting.
But
that doesn't sound like that would work, but
it does.
Clearly it does.
I think
1 million people have knit ranunculus.
20,000 people have knit it.
2 million, 20,000.
Right. No. But I'm just saying, like, probably double that number. Don't you think, for how many people don't put their projects on Ravelry?
Yeah.
But lots of people have knitted. There's a little, sometimes I feel a little something in it, but I absolutely love it. And I knew this could take being thrown in and out of my bag. Thank you, Karen Kashiwagi. This is super important to me when I can work with a company that empowers people. Well, obviously, I have a soft spot for women, but as long as they're empowering people and their family, I'm going to do it. And you guys will see when it comes in. I think it's going to be here next week. We have yarn, and then there's bags that are made from leftover fabric from doing native costumes, or the costumes that not even costumes, they're normal.
Yeah, they're
clothing.
Attire.
Yes, Nancy, woman empowerment, super important to me. So, but this is it. Super fun to do. Slips, knits, crossover. That's it. Yeah, yarn over. It's nothing much. I can see why people do it because it is actually super easy.
Yeah.
This, I believe, is marigold. And I didn't swatch it. I just started knitting, just to let you guys know.
Hopefully the speaker didn't pick that up.
I was like, Well, here's my thoughts. Because I'm at the point where I should be doing more increases, I'm going to look at my gauge. I know how many stitches I have, and then I'm going to make a executive decision. Maybe I won't do any more increasing, right? Because I want it to fit me. I don't want it super big.
You can take your gauge and do the math to see
Exactly.
which divide per sleeves number is correct.
Yeah, I don't even know if any will be correct because I think it's this. I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys just some little tidbits. Like the pattern has you keep going, but I only like an 8.5 inch depth, right? So let's do a quick thing.
I feel like you're at about 7.
Yeah, I think I could do
Should
an
be the top
inch
drawer.
more.
Why are they in that drawer?
What?
I don't know. I'm confused.
What?
On what drawer to take measures are in. I always think stuff's in the wrong drawer.
You know, I just, oh no, look at, yeah, so we're like 7.5. So I would need an inch more, which is maybe 5 more rows. So I don't think I'll be doing all the increasing that they do. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy, you have made this cowl a million times. It's one of my favorites, and you will see we have a brand new yarn. The pattern of this, Karen, this is ranunculus. Oh, and also,
Ravelry, I'm pretty sure it's a gray one.
They use, that company uses natural, so that is actually dyed with marigolds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected them to dye that dark.
I know. All their colors, I mean, there's not a pink, right? So I'm like, okay, that's a fun fall color. So I ended up doing that. Okay, that was like the biggest right turn to our grand prize. Oh, this is what started it.
It was the cashmere.
Yeah. Then we have our pattern Felicitations, really fun pattern that I did for my son's wedding. I did put beaded silk and sequins at the bottom. And then we're also including one of the party cracker seasonings, which have been selling like hot crackers. So good. Come into the store because we did a whole bunch. I think this barbecue is definitely one of the winners.
Sweet barbecue is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. And then we also are including one of our medium knitting bags that are, or crochet, we'll say fiber bags. They're lightweight. You can literally buy things. We have hooks and stuff that you can put stuff together, but I saw this all over Vegas. When people were going to the pool, they have the big one with like their towel, their drinks, all that type of stuff. So we're going to be doing the drawing live next Friday, a week from today. And how you get entered is every time you make a purchase online, in the store, over the phone, you're going to get one entry. It is cumulative, so the more you purchase, the more entries you're going to get. All right, I love this one. Scapegrace. How did we come up with that?
Oh,
I thought it said scapegoat.
I'm like, we Googled something.
Seriously.
And
Claudia,
a synonym.
I do love the cracker mix. Here's what I'm doing because it's only me at home. I weighed out the powder and divided it in half. So I did a half batch. So then I can make it again later.
All you need is a kitchen scale.
That's right. In grams, you're good to go. All right, our daily prize, we have one of our really fast, fun patterns called Scapegrace. I love the super chunky cable that goes along with it. It is knit up on size 15 and 17 needles, so Rasta would be a great one to use. Any of the super bulkies. I think we have some super, do we have some super bulky in there? Maybe. No, I think just
it's
chunky.
all bulky.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there is a little bit of super bulky. The cocoa. There's a little bit of cocoa and flash left.
All right, this is Jidefra Perulana Coloré. It is a speckled single ply. Really beautiful. You have enough to do one hat. And this is something you guys know, you got every once in a while you need a project you could whip out in a day or two, just so that you feel accomplished.
I mean, this one's cast on is a whole whopping 36 stitches.
Wow, 36 stitches is all you need.
So you really can do this one in a night.
I like that. All right, so hi, Joyce. Oh, I still think about Joyce. You know, someone broke into their car, stole her crochet projects.
Who still? Ugh.
Can you imagine the surprise on their face when they're getting half done blankets? Like, I don't know what they thought it would be. I mean, you would know when you picked it up. It was very light.
Yeah, but this isn't something valuable. Like,
No.
why didn't you just put it back down?
Exactly. Karen K, you're like me. I like fast knits just to feel accomplished. I've been doing a lot of sweaters, and I am definitely going to work on something with the new yarn. All right, so how you get entered into the daily prize. Every time you react to the video, you're going to get one entry. So the more you react, the more you're going to get. If you like the cover, if you think we're funny, all that jazz. One entry for every reaction. If you comment on the video, you're going to get 5 entries per comment. So you could just pop over. Super easy to do, especially if you have voice text, which I've gotten so lazy about that. And then the easiest way to get really quick entries is to share now, share to your stories, share to your favorite group or page. You just have to pop back in, share to my stories, and share to my friends. There you go. You're going to get 11 entries for each of those. Oh, you got your bags back. Wait, they stole a car too?
I didn't realize they stole your car.
Yeah.
That explains it more, because, you know, whatever was in the car went with the car. I thought they just, like, busted the window and
Yeah,
took
I'm
everything.
missing part of that story. They stole the car too? Was it your Pacifica?
Because she said they found him in the stolen car.
Maybe they stole a car and they were breaking into people's cars. All right, so.
We really need you to write
yeah, I need more information.
Write up a post for us, please.
All right, so they did break our window. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Based off of yesterday's video with Susan and Anna, let's see who's going to be the winner. Remember, 1 win per week. Nancy, woo woo! This will be perfect for you.
Oh yeah, she'll whip that up. Easy, easy.
While she's at the beach.
Right.
Before it goes. Yeah, before it gets too bad.
All right, so Nancy, we know you're not local, although someday you're going to come visit us and be able to pick up a prize at the shop.
Yeah, maybe that retreat center.
Right. So, if you're local and win a prize, you just stop by the boutique anytime Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and let us know you have a prize. We'll pull it out of the cabinet and hand it right over. If you're not local, then the next time you place an order at knitiqueyarns.com, there is a section called Notes right before you check out. Just put in there that you have a prize, and we will pack it up with your order in one of our pretty pink packages and get it sent on its way. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. It's gone.
I tell ya.
Don't know what I was going to tell you guys, so just look at some transparent. We did our final markdown on all this goodness, so if you have been waiting to collect some amazingness, stop waiting, because we have 3 tables, now we have 2 tables, so there's a lot of yarn on.
Oh, Joyce, I can't wait to see your picture. Yes, there is still Artyarns. 1-ply merino, some 2-ply, and the cashmere.
Cashmere Echo is at a price that I'm like,
I know.
Maybe I should just buy all of it and not share.
All of us are like, what striped sweater can we use? Because you could do something striped, or you could do cashmere hats for people. And the price is, I believe, 60% off the original price. So it's a very, very good deal. All right, we're going to go first to accessories because I actually found the bracelet people there, and we had done some pre-orders on a few bracelets. These are the multi-strand magnetic ones. I am wearing denim and diamonds. Remember, these are earth magnets that are surrounded by this gorgeous bejeweled globe fastener. If you can leave them open like this. I like to twist them to make them a little bit tighter. And then you put them on your wrist. So here's how I do it, right? If you want them like that, it still works. I don't mind them loose at all, but if you like a tighter bracelet, twist, 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 and then you just hold it against your body. Thank goodness for magnets,
Right.
because it just will snap.
Hold it against the countertop.
Yeah, there you go. So we have 3 new colors. These were part of the mystery. This is how we ended up getting those. So we have Denim and Diamonds, and I'll let Anna talk a little bit about the colors.
This one is like pewter and silver and crystal and kind of this gorgeous denim-y blue-gray and like a powder blue.
I met a couple of store owners that wanted me to shop with them to help them find merchandise. And I was like, you need to carry these. I think just a nice, pretty gift item for less than $10. The one that I'm wearing next is Royalty,
which is very pretty, rich purples. You've got a deep red violet, some mauves, some dusty, like a really light dusty purple, silver lined transparent for the little itty bitty beads.
Mm-hmm. Here's what it looks like.
Oh, I missed that one when it was all twisted up, kind of a lavender gray.
Yep. And the last but not least, we have what we call Let Freedom Ring, your patriotic bracelet, or people who just love July 4th. Thank you, Claudia. That's who'd ever thought I would get paid to shop with other people, but it's a nice little side gig.
This one you have crimson, and then you have this beautiful kind of indigo cobalt, and then the crystal clear. Always love kind of rolling the beads a little bit so they can see the twinkle.
Mm-hmm. Very nice quality.
I love the magnet. What I like about it a lot is that it's enclosed in this little round ball outside frame.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get the magnet near a metal surface, you don't end up with your bracelet stuck to it. So you don't end up losing your bracelet because you got too close to something metal.
Kathy Delgado, that's a great idea. This is a great teacher gift.
Oh, yes, because it's affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody can wear a bracelet.
And not everyone's going to do it, you know. My mom used to get a ton of coffee mugs, you know. We'll put them here and then we'll put them back up. All right, so that's just one of the things you guys are going to start to see next week. I did actually schlep things home in my suitcase. But lots, things I've never ordered before. I'm just so excited about a lot of the things. This is a gift show, so not yarn related, but really great ideas for gift giving that will not break your bank. That kind of was my theme this year, was finding quality items that are under $20, because I really feel like, with the change in economy, people still want to give presents, but I want it to be affordable for everybody. And so you guys are going to start to really see some of our gifts are a little bit less in price, but it's just because I shop till I drop to find the best item. All right, we are moving into our yarn that we're showcasing this time. This is brand new into the boutique. I love everything about the company and what they stand for. This is Mirasol is the brand, and Ushya is the yarn. It is part of the Fair Trade organization, and they treat their animals well. It is an I-cord, so it's basically a chainette construction. It is 98% fine merino wool, 2% polyamide, hand wash, lay flat to dry. It is a super bulky, but it does not have the weight of a single ply. So in this skein, there's 114 yards in 100 grams. Most of the single plies will be 80 yards. So you're getting about, almost 30 more yards for the same, actually for a little bit less and lighter. Kathy Delgado, like when my team saw this at first, they were probably like, ew, and then they touch it because a lot of the super bulkies aren't soft.
So literally, Susan was checking it all in, and I said, that yarn doesn't look soft. And she handed me a skein, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
And it's not washed. Like in the hank, it's soft. When it's washed, it's going to be even better. But what I like about it is they're melange colors, which means you are going to see a lot of highs and lows in this. And I ordered every single color, because I couldn't choose.
So this one is color 1772 Chianti, which is this really pretty kind of cranberry red. You can see like the shadows are a little more of that wine color. The highlights are kind of a silvery white. So you've got that gorgeous heathered colorway.
And here is perfect, right? This is Alpine Lodge. It is a one skein wonder made out of using a size 11 and 15. The 11 would just be for the ribbing at the bottom. You could do 13. But beautiful, easy cables. Let's pop one open. So it's really just a 2-stitch cable with it being open in the center.
That's pretty.
I love this one for people. This is a super bulky vest by Petite Knit, they have the most beautiful, pretty easy to read patterns. It would look so cute. I mean, she does have it's done this way on purpose, right? A deeper armhole because you're going to wear something underneath it. I like the slits on the sides. I also like there's a high-low. So it's a little bit lower in the back than on the front.
And if you don't plan on wearing it over something, just make the bottom longer and the top shorter so that you get shallower armholes.
Let's see how many people. Not bad. 2,366. She kind of did that, right? They're not quite so low.
Yeah, she made hers higher. And that's an easy thing to adjust.
Really fun. We also have these cute crocheted slippers with a flip-flop.
Oh, for the sole.
What a great idea.
Let's go get some Dollar Tree flip-flops.
I've also heard that you can use like a hot knife, like a pokey, like you heat up something.
What we used for the pumpkins.
And then you just poke it in. How cute that is. Great way to put, oh, it's a free pattern too. Fun.
That's super cute.
We've got Winter's Promise. I believe we've done this before. This is Boo Knits.
We definitely at least talked about it before because I remember thinking, Boo Knits has a super bulky shawl? Boo Knits likes lace.
And I'll show you one more hat, then we're going to show you a bunch of colors. This is Chai Latte Beanie. Again, one skein.
That big antler cable. I love that cable.
I love all the, because you really could make these fast. Get your own custom tag and really take it to the next level. Put on a really fun pom. We've got some great vegan poms in the boutique. That would be gorgeous. All right, so we really only showed one color.
Yep.
Here we
There's
are.
a lot of colors.
This one was called Chianti. Next, we have color 1771, or really it's 71, Raspberry Tart. I see persimmon.
Yeah, it's a little more rust than I would ever think of a raspberry, but it does have some red highlights to it.
Mm-hmm. The most gorgeous fall palette I've seen in a long time.
This one is like when the leaves turn in the fall in like the south and on the east coast and stuff, when the trees get all fabulous. We don't really get that here because most of our trees are pine trees.
I have a Chinese pistache.
You do too, and it still hasn't turned orange. It's still green.
Oh, well, it won't. It's too early. It'll turn orange kind of like end of September.
I've had it a year, though. It's never turned orange.
Oh, then it's a different kind. Because it didn't lose its leaves. Oh, then it can't be a Chinese pistache. They lied to you.
Oh, thank you, Sacramento Free Tree Foundation.
That's right. They mislabeled it because they lose their leaves.
Yeah.
Interesting. Got to bring a picture of what it looks like.
It's very spindly still because, shade trees, the smudge shade trees are so,
babies.
Baby
but
trees.
Maybe by the leaves, we can ask Darla, one of our master gardeners on staff, what it is.
She'll love that.
Yeah.
This one is color 70 Amber, which that's a really good name for it because you've got a little bit of those kind of more yellow-orange highlights. And then the copper.
I'm sorry. The most amazing gradient.
I know you could do great fades with this. This is 65 copper, which is very accurate. But it has a little bit of this kind of rosy leaning to it. Like it's a pink copper.
Okay, speaking of fades, you could do Freya, which is by Caitlin French, with 3 different colors, and that would be enough to do this. The funnel cowls are so nice because when you're really cold, you can pull them over your shoulders or you pop them off and they go in front of you. And honestly, very simple styling.
I really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the color I was telling you my neck makes my necklaces turn.
Oh, really? Interesting. This is color number 76 for Maggie and Susan. Fresno.
Oh yeah, this was the one that Susan's like, guess what this one's called? I'm like, peach?
It's
why
weird,
would I
though,
guess that? Like, why would I guess Fresno? But it's got really pretty kind of more rosy pinks, more kind of peach, a little bit of coral.
When you guys are looking for projects out of something super bulky, do you prefer one skein wonders?
Or do you want like sweaters and blankets? And
Yeah.
do you want big things? Susan said her computer froze, so she's trying. Uh-oh, she's coming out. That's never a good sign.
Okay, so let me tell you why. We'll bring up another color. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Mirasol project because this is a project. This is color number 58, Goldenrod. So the Mirasol project aims to raise enough money through the sale of Mirasol yarns and wool to directly fund a school in the remote area of Munani in the region of Puno to educate the children of the shepherds. Our sumptuous yarns are a luxury that you can afford, made from rich alpaca, all kinds of stuff. Plush fibers come in a range of stunning colors, which is true. And all this luxury comes with the extra benefit of knowing that you are contributing to supporting the children of Peruvian shepherds. I love that. That was the first time I knew, you know what I mean? All of it, the whole story.
Right.
1 to 2 skeins. All right, I'm going to show you guys a couple more things. This would be a 2 skein project. We have done this
Oh, that's the one
before.
that Karen's done.
This is the double split collar blocked cowl. Very fun. You can choose to put it on top of each other. You can choose to have a different color up front, or that one. Simple. That's a 2 skein project.
Just play with where you put the split.
This is kind of fun. A hanging basket for your things.
That'd be handy to have by the front door for your keys and stuff.
Yeah, it would.
Or by your garage door if you enter your house through your garage. Whatever your main entry door is.
Here we go. Another one, color number 62. It's Beleaf. We would probably call it bay leaf, but there's no Y.
Oh, yeah. But really pretty kind of sagey green. There's a little bit of gold in it. Like, it looks really good next to this one.
We aren't even halfway done with the colors that we brought in. It's a little crazy.
I need a bigger counter.
If you are interested in doing Christmas stockings, this would be a great project to use. Susan found a chunky Christmas stocking pattern. Love it.
That's the only way to knit Christmas stockings.
Oh, yeah, I know.
After that year, I did 5 or 6 of them for my mom's neighbor, which she paid me for because I wouldn't have done it. I'm not that nice. I wouldn't have done it out of the goodness of my heart.
That's a lot of work.
I never wanted to see a knit stocking ever again. Like, please don't make me knit one.
Not again. All right. This gorgeousness is color 10. It's beautiful. The richness in that.
Color 10 Emerald, which is kind of weird because it's like deep blue water.
Yes.
With this subtle teal green leaning. Like, this is not emerald.
Not in my opinion.
This is more like sapphire.
Okay, I think this one's great.
That's cute.
Now, this is something that I would knit because I know I could finish it pretty quickly. This is called the Everyday Eyelet Cardigan. Look how cute it is.
Prepping.
I know, it's so pretty. But I really like this one.
It's not even that much yarn.
It's a free pattern.
Maximum 8 skeins.
Size 13 needle. Drop shoulder. I mean, everything about this is actually really easy. Oh, I hate when they say this. Instructions are written so that you can knit the sweater in any gauge, any weight, and needle size. It must be, they give you the math. This sweater has about 8 to 12 inches. Okay, I'm gonna download it.
I want to know where are their measurements. Okay, I'm gonna come focus on the yarn because yesterday I did that with a pattern and we scrolled through blog for days and never did find what we wanted.
Here we are. Size 1 is a 40 inch. Size 2 is a 44. I would do a 44. I don't want 8 to 10 inches of ease. I really want a 42, but I would do a 44, so it'd be a little bit bigger.
I'll be doing some math.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a 36 just by taking out whatever
the difference is between the sizes.
Let's see.
Probably like 10 stitches difference between the sizes or so.
Knit your own gauge. We're like, interesting.
Yeah, see, this is the problem I had yesterday because there's like a download the free pattern thing down there. Oh, you have to give them your name and email address to get the pattern.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, we get why people do free stuff. But isn't it on a size 13? I think it'd be really fun to do. But just looking at the gauge, right? You're like, okay. So all you would do for most people, they would just do the 40, make it a little bit bigger. If you want it smaller, just see the difference of how much the cast on is between, it's 4-inch difference. So if you want a 36, cast on X amount of stitches less.
4 inches less is.
Yeah. Okay, I love this one. This is Blurple with some red in it. This is color number 7, Cornflower.
It's like a mixture of your cobalt blue with red violet, which is what gives it that like Blurple indigo vibe.
This color speaks to me. I think it's so pretty. I would do probably something in this range. This is Eileen, and it's beautiful. This is color 9. They say midnight blue. I read purple.
Indigo.
Yeah, it's that purpley blue.
Because indigo, it's like people always categorize it as blue, but it's not. It's a blue violet.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see it's got a mixture of a really pretty navy with these plum highlights, which is what gives it that overall purpley vibe. Like back here is the most accurate color. I just like to come in close so you guys can see all the shades.
Mm-hmm.
These keep speaking to me about being an askew blanket.
Ooh, that would be pretty.
Like in whichever section of the rainbow makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. This is color number 60, Hollyhock. That's also a beautiful one. Then I'll show some more patterns.
This one's more red violet with a little bit of like kind of a bright red and then like a navy mixed in, so it gives it that warmer look than the one next to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see, what patterns do I have I not shown? Oh, Michelin, that'd be a great one. 2 for the biggest one, but this is simple knits and pearls. And you literally could just do it till you run out of yarn. Knit on a size 15 needle.
That one's therapy knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a fun sweater.
Yep, this is Luminen.
I mean, I'll be making that neckline only an inch, because
Yeah.
that's a lot.
You cut some of that out, right? Maybe do some decreasing on the sleeves. Well, they don't look as bad, but they're still, in my opinion, too big.
They're still, I'm going to get it in my spaghetti sauce sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
He's adorable. I don't know why that's in there.
Well, because that's an F hook. That wouldn't even.
I don't know how that got in there, but it's adorable.
Kick that one loose. Okay, Bittersweet.
I feel like somebody's done this one.
Is it
Or
Susan?
we've shown it before.
Yeah, the funnel cowl, really nice when you live somewhere where it's cold, because your jacket goes around all of this and it makes your shoulders be so much warmer. All right, I'll show you another color. We still have 6 colors left.
So this one's kind of more of a gorgeous plum. This is 73 Sangria. It's got a little bit of like a gray to it to kind of tone it down, make it a little cooler. But look at all these beautiful colors so far. It's like a whole rainbow of goodness. And we're not even done yet. Like it's a but wait, there's more situation.
This is the one that Anna and I were talking about. This is Askew. It is a pattern I designed. I think it's so fun. You can do multiple colors. There's different sizes. The smallest one would take about 9 of them. It's a baby size. Look.
Yeah, and I would just bump up the needle size because I know we designed this out of bulky, but just follow the pattern with a 15.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger blanket.
It'd be gorgeous.
Fabulousn's.
I'm like, who's Kinsley? That must be someone.
That name is really familiar. It wants to come to mind.
I know.
It's Georgia.
No wonder.
I'm like, I know this person.
We're like, that sounds familiar.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's Georgia.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, here's another one that would be great with 2 colors. This is Lotus Flower Beanie. And I believe you can get 2 hats out of 2 skeins. Whatever your main color is, it needs to switch later on.
Yeah, because you can tell in her picture here that the contrast color, the ball that's remaining, is a lot bigger than the other one. So you just reverse your order and make fraternal hats. Okay, look at this beauty that she added to the lineup. This is 55 Azalea, which is a beautiful kind of cool pink. It's a little bit of that blue leaning, soft, rosy pink. Well, that one's fun.
This is gorgeous. Water birch. I love, like, she looks literally like she's in the water. She is.
I'm like, she either really is, or that's some good Photoshop right there.
Yeah. Maybe she has rubber boots on.
I think she does.
But I love that she's showing you different ways to wear it. It could be around your neck like a cowl, around your back as a shawl. You could have it be more in front.
I appreciate the black and white photos too, so you can kind of more imagine whatever color you want than being influenced by, oh, she knit it in yellow.
Tin Can Knits just did that.
Yeah, with a whole
line
of patterns.
This says bulky on a 15. You could bump up to a 17.
And you'd only need 3.
All right. Look at this gorgeous array of colors. We're about to dip our toe into the neutrals, which I'm excited. I love neutrals. Color number 00, White Clouds.
It's like snow. It is that creamy white because natural fibers are not generally bright white. So it is a warm white, but it's beautiful.
I feel like we should do a class in October on that sweater, this one.
Write that down.
I will. I'll write it on my sheet.
Because otherwise...
I love this one. It's like oatmeal.
They called it... It's color number 2, and it's an oystem mushroom. I don't know that particular mushroom, but mushroom gray is a good color name for that because it's definitely a warm, taupey heather gray.
Oh gosh, we gotta
chop chop?
Yeah, because we have to talk about our classes coming up. All right, beautiful. Interesting, because there's taupes in there.
Color 24 Silver Cloud. It's got a little bit of like a denim blue, a little bit of pewter, a little taupe. Like, it's this color that's kind of going to go with everything. It's going to look good with the warmer tones. It's, of course, going to look good with the blues. It even looks fabulous with the pinks.
If there are photos or patterns that you love, you're going to want to join our private Facebook group, Knitique Collective, because that is where all the patterns are that we showcased for the day for this yarn. And Susan does an amazing job. All the links are on there. For some reason, and I don't know why this happens, Susan, when I look and I rewatch our video on Facebook, the links aren't there. Yeah, it is weird.
I don't know. Technology is exhausting at best. Then we have, last but not least, right? Made it to the end. This is color 4 Charcoal Gray, which is a really beautiful heathered gray with kind of pewter highlights, so you get that really rich depth of color.
All right, I'm going to bust through the rest of the patterns that Susan found, because some of these are gorgeous. Oh, hey, I got 10 right. You did. I was like, it's a company. Okay, I think this is gorgeous. Doing pillows.
Ooh, I like 5410 Studio.
I do too.
If you want something a little bit engaging but ridiculously easy, 5410 is who you want to follow.
Yep. So you could do pillows, right? And you're just doing it over a pillow form.
I might have a spare pillow form in my closet right now.
There you go. So that's a great one. Here is Brookside Blanket.
Like a modified seed stitch on the border. I like that because I like the look of seed stitch, but I get tired of doing it. This gives me a rest row in between everyone.
Yeah.
I think I might actually do that.
This blanket, look at all these different sizes. 6 sizes. Then we have Where the Sidewalk Ends. Like we said, their stuff is beautiful. It's engaging without being straining your brain.
It's just enough to not get to that point where you're like, I'm not ever finishing this because I'm bored now.
Mm-hmm. Here we are, Sideline Cowl. That is, I love when you have this little dent like that. It looks like it's all crochet garter, but it's not.
It's like garter and ribbing had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun.
Stones in the Road.
That one's cute.
Then we have
Okay, that is fun.
Modern Mountain Throw Blanket. I think it would show a little bit more too because there's a lot of variety in this one.
This one just screams do different colors. Like this textured pattern would be a real light color and then something in between and then something for the border.
Yeah.
Like I would deign to actually go back and pick up a border instead of including it so it could be the same color all the way around.
Then we have the Boulevard Blanket. Same stitch pattern as that cowl. Choose Your Gnome Adventure. I love this.
Adorable.
I mean, I'm sorry, the big ones, fantastic.
Georgia.
Yeah.
These are calling to you. You just don't know it yet.
If you want to do a quick little cowl for those you love, this is the Copper Fox Super Bulky. And I think it's just a regular cowl. They folded it to look like.
It totally is.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of pulled the middle down to make it have that cowboy cowl look. I think because her shirt was a V-neck, she was trying to fill in the gap. Because we do that too with pictures. We're like, oh, wardrobe doesn't necessarily fit
Last but not least, look at this sweet little bear sweater.
That's stinking adorable.
Mm-hmm.
It has thumb holes.
All right, let's talk about that. Is going to be it for the day, but look at all this beautiful palette. I can't wait to see when we pack your orders what everyone has chosen. And we love when in the notes you write what pattern you're using, which is to really help you, but we're excited to see what you're knitting.
We can't knit all the things as much as we try, so we can live vicariously through all the things you knit.
All right, so we have quite a few classes coming up. On 2 Saturdays in September, we'll be teaching the short rows and eyelets. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Short rows and eyelets shawl. That is a confident beginner. You need about 2 skeins of fingering weight, and it is knit on a size 4 needle. I think you could do a 6.
I think I did a 6.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like my size 4.
No, it doesn't. But it's beautiful.
And I need to weigh my shawl because I swear I only used 1 skein, so I don't know why the pattern says 2 skeins. Like maybe there's sizes.
Maybe it was a big skein.
Oh.
I mean,
I know this wasn't a big skein.
All right, we'll wait and we'll let you guys know. We may be changing the recommendations.
I'm like, wait, I swear I only used 1.
On what?
I'm out of habit of being the camera person. So we forgot the microphone, and Karen graciously reminded us.
Karen. All right, September 5th and 19th, we'll be teaching this lace yoke tee. Really, we're going to do the lace work and the divide. We're not hanging around for all the details because so many of you have been doing this type of sweater, but the lace changes, which I love. It gets bigger. This is beautiful.
I want to knit it again, but add beads in the lace.
Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like a tulip.
Uh-huh.
Like here. I think that's gorgeous. On, let's see, the 8th Menagerie of Slips cowl. I don't know what day that is, but let me Try and figure that out. Let's see. The 5th is a Tuesday, so Friday.
Fridays. Yep.
Friday, 3 Fridays in September, I will be teaching a menagerie of slips cowl. I think it's gorgeous. And it's worsted weight.
So there's one slip stitch, and there's another slip stitch, and there's the other slip stitch.
And last but not least, I don't see a sign for it, the Noro event.
I don't think we have a sign for it.
All right, so we have a Noro yarn event that is in the store, but if you want to participate vicariously, we will be sending you a swag bag. That is September 16th, which is a Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. Jilda's going to be here. If you are not local and you want to get entered into the drawings, you do have to send us some of your knits, right? Or send us pictures of your knits, things you've done with Noro. It could be like a little video clip. It could be whatever you want. Be creative. But we want to make sure that we include everyone who don't just live local, because we have so many of our peeps live around the country. You are welcome to do it. You have to send the photo with the yarn that you use and the pattern name to be entered correctly.
Yes, we have to know what it is.
It is. It does not help us.
Pretty shawl.
Yeah.
Must have details.
Okay. So we're going to talk about what we're wearing. This would be perfect with this yarn. This is my pattern Chengdu, knit on a size 15 needle. This is one skein, can do the medium size. It is a 2-row repeat with a little bit of girder stitch at the edge. Very beautiful. It's going to have a totally different look in the semi-solid.
The pattern's going to show so much better because this yarn, between being variegated and having that black fishnet stuff on it, is a little distracting.
It is. But very pretty, very fast. I mean, this is like a 1 or 2 night knit, just depending on how much time you are willing, how much TV you're willing to watch.
Depends on if I'm running out of shows or not.
Right.
Like, somebody needs to give me some more shows. I'm running out of stuff to watch.
All right, Anna's finished her
Ta-da!
cashmere sweater.
This is ground pepper modified into a cardigan.
Gorgeous
I
colors.
have notes in my project for what modifications I've made because it is not my pattern. I cannot rewrite it and take it as a cardigan because all I did is not join in the round and add a little trim on it. Everything else is exactly ground pepper.
There you go.
And I didn't do long sleeves, but that's just stopping early.
Beautiful.
This was one skein of cashmere ombre, technically 2 because I went back to make my sleeves match, but total yardage wise, 1 skein.
You could, what we're saying is at her divide,
divide here.
She could have just done her ribbing because there's so much blue and yellow still. You do that on both sides and then join up.
Yeah, it easily would have, just used up a little bit of this and then no one.
Wow, that's a goodie.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
It's the old one. The February lady sweater, words out of worsted weight. Easy 4-row lace repeat.
Little garter stitch at the top, some buttonholes.
I'm out of words. I'm done.
It's beautiful.
Like, check.
It's roomy. It's nice.
Hold
It's a little crooked.
Yeah, let me do some
You're a
fitting.
little,
That fits me.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's
okay.
already better though.
There we go.
Okay. We have
Gorgeous.
to. We
Much
have
better.
to have dressers.
Is that Nancy's?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
A little bit of Nancy love with me.
Yeah. There you go. There's your dog.
Yeah. That's fun.
She would love that.
She would.
All right. That's going to be it for now. I'll be back tomorrow. And I can't wait to show you what else we've got going on. So we'll see you soon and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.